Good morning, everyone. Ani bonjour, and thank you for joining us today for this important announcement. It's wonderful to see so many community partners here, and I would like to extend a warm welcome not only to our local mayors, council members, municipal leaders, and industry leaders from the infrastructure and housing sectors who have joined us this morning, but also to my colleague, Acting Minister of Infrastructure, Todd McCarthy. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that we are gathered here in Orillia on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people. This land is covered by the Williams Treaties, and Orillia has long been a place of gathering, trade, and community along the shores of Lake Couchiching and Lake Simcoe. We honored the enduring presence, cultures, and contributions of Indigenous peoples, past and present, and we remain committed to the ongoing work of reconciliation. At this point, I invite Minister McCarthy to the podium to make an exciting announcement for the province of Ontario.
Good morning. It's really an honor to be in the beautiful city of Orillia. And I was asked if it was my first visit to Orillia. Far from it. I regularly visit Orillia and Simcoe County. I'm just 90 minutes south. I drove up on Highway 12 this morning. And it's a privilege to be in the good company of my colleague, the Honourable Jill Dunlop, Member of Provincial Parliament for Simcoe North, and 5 mayors in our community here in Simcoe, Mayor McIsaac of Orillia, Mayor Rawson of Penetanguishene, Mayor Walker of Tay, Mayor Evans of Tiny, and Mayor Clark of Ramara. It is a privilege to have this opportunity to cover the crucial infrastructure portfolio on behalf of Minister Surma while she's on parental leave, and she has a beautiful baby girl named Georgia. With the world facing economic uncertainty and unwarranted U.S. tariffs impacting workers and industries across Ontario, it is more important now more than ever to protect Ontario and to invest in the future of our communities, including those right here in the riding of Simcoe North. Our Ontario government has a more than $220 billion capital plan to build critical infrastructure, create jobs, boost the economy, and to help our communities thrive. As part of this plan, our government recently increased, almost doubled, the Municipal Housing Infrastructure Program to $4 billion to ensure shovels are in the ground for more housing and community-enabling infrastructure. We know that maintaining local water systems is essential to making new housing possible. Whether it is clean drinking water, reliable wastewater systems, or flood mitigation infrastructure, these are the foundations for strong, resilient communities. Today, I am pleased to announce that our province is investing an additional $700 million to ensure 127 municipalities and First Nations have better water services and to protect homes during extreme weather events. This brings the total investment in our health and safety water stream to $875 million, and it represents a 5-fold increase from the initial $175 million investment. Now, through this program, our Ontario government is proud to help our municipal and our Indigenous communities build, rehabilitate, and expand aging water infrastructure while also supporting the existing housing supply. I would like to thank our municipal and our Indigenous communities for partnering with us to deliver cleaner, more reliable water for local residents and for businesses, and to build healthier communities ready to grow and support new housing across Ontario. Thank you for joining us this morning, and now I'd like to pass it back to my colleague Jill Dunlop for the local announcement.
Well, thank you, Minister McCarthy, for your leadership and for announcing this historic investment in communities across Ontario. That commitment sent a clear message that our government understands the pressures municipalities are facing and is prepared to make the infrastructure investments needed to support growth, safety, and long-term sustainability. Today, I am proud to announce that 5 communities in our riding will receive funding for the Municipal Housing Infrastructure Program and the Health and Safety Water Stream, totaling over $78 million. This funding will directly strengthen critical water and wastewater infrastructure, protect public health, and help remove barriers to new housing development. For our municipalities, this means safer drinking water, improved wastewater capacity, and the ability to responsibly welcome new families, workers, and businesses. These announcements are the result of strong collaboration and months of hard work alongside local mayors and municipal councils. By working together, identifying the priorities, and advocating for the unique needs of our communities, we have reached this important milestone today. This funding is not just about infrastructure. It's about building safer, healthier communities and ensuring our region has the foundation it needs to grow and thrive for years to come. On that note, I'm thrilled to announce for Simcoe North, the City of Orillia will be receiving $3,720,106, the Town of Penetanguishene, $11,497,500, the Township of Tiny, $4,166,500, the Township of Tay, $29,514,145, and the Township of Romera, $29,999,997. I want to take a moment to congratulate each of the municipalities receiving funding today on your successful applications. This investment is a testament to your strong planning, your commitment to public health and safety, and the collaborative approach you've taken to meet the needs of your growing communities. Together with other significant MHIP investments in Simcoe North's water systems, these projects will make a meaningful difference for residents, supporting safer water systems, enabling housing growth, and strengthening local infrastructure. To speak directly to the impact this funding will have at the community level, I am pleased to invite City of Orillia Mayor Don McCarthy to the podium to share what this investment means for his municipality and the residents he serves. Mayor Don?
It's always good to be here with Jill to get the money. On behalf of the City of Orillia, I want to extend our sincere appreciation to the Government of Ontario for this significant investment in our community. The allocation of $78.4 million across Simcoe North, including more than $3 million for Orillia, directly to Orillia through the Health and Safety Water Stream funding, is not only a vital boost to our community, but also a clear demonstration of the strong partnership between municipalities and the province as we work together to build this stronger Ontario. As a growing city with rapidly evolving needs, this funding will ensure Orillia can continue to deliver the essential services that our residents rely on each and every day. Beyond addressing local priorities, this investment also helps Orillia to contribute to the broader provincial vision for growth and prosperity. By supporting municipalities, the province is enabling municipalities like ours to play a meaningful role in advancing shared objectives, such as creating the conditions needed for the new housing, supporting local and regional economic development, and building resilient communities that are prepared to meet the challenges of the future. A special thank you to Jill Dunlop, our MPP for Simcoe North, and the Ministry of Emergency Preparedness, and Todd McCarthy, Acting Minister of Infrastructure as well as Minister of Environment. Your commitment to helping communities like ours thrive means so much, and we're grateful to have you as partners in this important work. Thank you, Miigwech and merci. And now I'd introduce David Evans, the Mayor of Tiny.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mayor McCarthy, and thank you for hosting us here today. Pleasure to be here. I've never been to this facility before. My name is David Evans. I'm the Mayor of the Township of Tiny. I'm very pleased and grateful to be here today for this announcement. Tiny has been awarded $4.16 million through the Municipal Housing Infrastructure Program's Health and Safety Water Stream to replace water main infrastructure. This funding will allow us to move forward with a major water main replacement within our LaFontaine drinking water system, which is one of our core settlement areas. Tiny is a proudly rural community, but with that comes unique infrastructure challenges. In our community, we have 16 separate drinking water systems, and unfortunately no municipal sewage infrastructure as we're in today, providing unique challenges. At the same time, our community is rapidly growing, like many communities in North Simcoe, and residents reasonably expect safe, reliable, and modern infrastructure that they can count on. Programs like the Health and Safety Water Stream make it possible for rural communities like Tiny to deliver safe, reliable drinking water people expect without shifting the burden to the local taxpayers. This investment also supports reasonable housing growth by ensuring that infrastructure keeps pace with development and population change. On behalf of Council and all the residents of the Township of Tiny, thank you to Minister Todd McCarthy and our local minister, Jill Dunlop, for your leadership and support. Communities across North Simcoe value this partnership. At the end of the day, this funding helps ensure families in Tiny can rely on safe drinking water today and as our community continues to grow in the future. Thank you very much. I'd now like to introduce Mayor Douglas Rawson from the town of Penetanguishene. Thank you very much.
Bienvenue, Anine. Welcome, everybody. I want to start today by thanking the province of Ontario, the Premier, Minister McCarthy, and the best minister and MPP in Ontario, Minister Dunlop, for your leadership and advocacy for our communities. This is so important to all of us, but I'll tell you from our community's representation, this is pivotal. This is going to unlock a secondary water source, and this water source in our community we've been advocating for 30 years to turn this water source on. It was contaminated in the 80s, and we had to find another water source, and this now provides engineering controls for safe secondary water source in our community, unlocking water flow for new housing, up to 5,000 new homes and 3,300 cubic meters of water. So we're well situated for the future growth. And again, I can't say enough for the support of our community, our residents, our council, and again, the advocacy of especially Minister Dunlop. So on behalf of the town of Penetanguishene, our residents and our council, thank you, Minister Dunlop, Mr. McCarthy and the province. This is pivotal, and it just ties so much about the safety of our community. I'm going to turn it to our neighbor and friend, Mayor Ted Walker from Tate Township. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. This is incredibly good news for Tate Township, and we are extremely grateful to the province of Ontario for this timely investment through the Health and Safety Water Stream Fund. This project that this will enable to proceed with is something that Tate Township simply could not afford to do on its own. This funding is very crucial, and we are extremely thankful to Minister McCarthy and Minister Dunlop, who I know has been working on our behalf on this project. And what it will do is it will provide funding for the much-needed expansion of the Victoria Harbour wastewater treatment plant. It is a crucial step in addressing current capacity issues and unlocking new housing opportunities. With the plant operating over capacity and our development on hold in Victoria Harbour, this investment brings us closer to lifting the freeze that is currently affecting more than 1,500 residents. We look forward to moving ahead in a way that benefits our current residents and welcomes future families to Tate Township. And once again, our extreme gratitude to the province for this very timely and crucial funding for Tate. With that said, it's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Basil Clark, who is also our Simcoe County Ward.
Thank you, Ted. And I want to thank Premier Doug Ford, and I want to thank Minister Todd McCarthy, and I have one other individual I'll thank here in a minute, that have recognized how important this application was to our municipality. With our aging structure, some of it as old as 1970, that really needs upgrades. And with that, the hardest working MPP, Jill Dunlop, Minister Dunlop, You have been helping us every step of the way. You've come out, you stood in our sewage plant, you've walked our spray fields, you've helped us on every delegation when we've met with the ministers of environment. You've been there supporting us and the people of Wimmera, as you do for everyone in Simcoe North, and I want to thank you for that, because this is critical for us. We've been hauling sewage from one of our plants for 2 years now, while we tried to find a solution that was affordable. And thank you to this money today, we have an affordable solution now, not only for that plant, but one of our other sewage plants will get an upgrade, much needed health and safety upgrade that will not only protect the workers, but will help stop backups into people's homes. We have 2 water applications on this. Same thing, not only to make it safer for the employees, but we have houses that are on cisterns, because there's just no water in South Brecken, and we've had to put a prohibition on development there. Now, this expansion in that system will allow capacity to bring those folks off of those cisterns onto safe drinkable water and allow for new homes to be built at the same time. So this has been a real partnership, and I want to thank everybody, including our wonderful staff, that have gone over and above with these applications, taking the time to show where we can get the best bang for the buck. And I'm very briefly going to put my warden's hat on, and once again thank Premier Ford for all the support that Simcoe County has gotten. The Ford government has realized that Simcoe County is one of the fastest growing county in Ontario, but it's also going to be part of the solution with this housing crisis, and we've never had a better partner than we do in the Ford government. So from behalf of all of Simcoe County and Wimmera Township, thank you very much.
Well, thank you to all the mayors for joining us and for your words. And I know it has been conversations that we've been having, so today is a great announcement for us. As we wrap up, I want once again sincerely thank Minister McCarthy for traveling to our lovely region and for the important work he continues to do on behalf of communities across Ontario. Your leadership and commitment to investing in critical infrastructure are making a real difference for municipalities and residents alike. I also want to once again congratulate all the communities receiving funding today, not only here in Simcoe North, but across Ontario. This is an exciting milestone, and these investments will have lasting impacts, strengthening the foundations of our communities for the future. Thank you, miigwech merci, to our municipal leaders and staff for the collaboration that helped bring us to this day. With that, we'd be happy to welcome any members of the media to ask any questions.
We're happy to open the floor up to questions for the media. We'll take one question and one follow-up per reporter. We ask that you please line up behind the microphone and begin by stating your name and outlet. Thank you.
My name's Giselle Winton-Service. I'm with Orillia Matters. It's a local question to Mayor McIsaac. Where do you see the money that's being directed or given to Orillia? Where will that be going? What's most needed in Orillia with that infrastructure funding for water?
There are several needs in Orillia, and we're greatly appreciative of the money that Minister McCarthy and Jill Dunlop have brought. We have significant use for it. As you know, our capital budget is close to $900 million, and there are several projects in there that this will be used for, specifically for water. Thank you.
One follow-up. Specifically with the ice storm from last March, one of the digesters at this waste treatment plant went down, and I believe you had to truck out sewage as the lagoons were full. Specifically for this location, where will you direct funds?
We will direct it to wastewater at this location. That particular repair was taken care of back in March, and we actually billed the province for that. So hopefully we'll get the money back in the first quarter of this year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Well, thank you, everyone. And I promised Minister McCarthy we would hit Mariposa Market on his way out of town. So we'll fill him up with some Texas donuts before he leaves. Thank you.